Hello and welcome to ATV News. I'm Charity Pepazani. Here are your top stories this Wednesday evening. 13 Zimbabwean footballers could be banned for life for their part in a match-fixing scandal. The Zimbabwean Football Association Board has not yet revealed the names of the players involved. An independent committee set up by ZIFA to investigate allegations of match-fixing recommended 10-year bans for 7 other players, 37 5-year bans and 25 2-year bans. The committee was headed by Justice Ahmed Abraham, who described it as a sad and depressing day in the annals of history of the game of Zimbabwe. Football's world governing body, FIFA, says it will uphold any bans issued by ZIFA and turn them into global bans. In Zambia, a Chinese national in Kitwe has attempted to bribe police officers, according to Copperbelt Police Chief Mary Tembo. An unnamed Chinese man offered 100 million kwacha to release his friend Shen Gandian, who had been arrested for stealing copper. A truck with stolen copper was impounded by police, who arrested 28-year-old Chan along with Perry Mwape, a 27-year-old Zambian. Police Chief Tembo confirmed that a friend of Mr. Chen offered the police 100 million kwacha to secure the release of the two. A riot broke out in Serenje in central Zambia yesterday as locals protested against the killing and burning of a taxi driver. 22-year-old Gideon Kunda was found dead on Saturday night. 3 men have been arrested in connection with the killing. Yesterday, furious residents, including taxi drivers and marketers, marched to Serenje police station. They were demanding that the 3 suspects should also be killed and burned. A foundation set up by telecom mogul Mo Ibrahim has withheld its $5 million African Leadership Award once again. The award has been denied for the 3rd time in 4 years. The Ibrahim Prize for Achievement in African Leadership is granted in cash payments to leaders who are democratically appointed. The leaders must serve with honor and leave office within the bounds of the Constitution. Mr. Ibrahim said this year, no recently retired politician has met this criteria. In South Africa, a court has found rapper Molemo Marokganye, also known as Jub Jub, guilty of killing 4 children. The rapper, under the influence of drugs and drink, killed the children and seriously injured 2 more when he drove into them in his car. Marokganye and his co-accused Temba Tsabalala were drug racing when the incident happened in March 8, 2010. A court in Soweto found the rap star guilty of 4 counts of murder and 2 counts of attempted murder. The verdict was greeted with cries of emotion from the relatives of the deceased. Now here's Michael Mambo with your sports news.
Thank you, Charity. Here's a roundup of tonight's news. In Zimbabwe, Highlanders players have continued with their strike over outstanding bonuses. This has badly affected their preparations for the weekend Bada Diamond Cup quarter-final against Monomtapa. Boso players have been furious with their bosses since last Wednesday, but were expected to resume training on Monday, but they did not. The argument stems from the players' claims that the club owes them money for victories against Wange, Shabani, and Black Mambas. Heading to West Africa, Senegal have been disqualified from the Cup of Nations. This follows riots that forced their home game against Ivory Coast to be abandoned. The match in Dakar was called off on the 74th minute, with Ivory Coast leading 2-0 and on aggregate 6-2. The Confederation of African Football awarded the game to Ivory Coast, who proceed to next year's finals. Senegal manager Ferdinand Coe accepted the sanctions and apologized to the Ivory Coast. Finally, in Zambia, FA President Kalusha Walia has said the team's hard work and dedication has finally paid off. This came about when Zambia was seeded as the top seed for next Africa Cup of Nations. And that's all for tonight's sports news. Join me and Liam tomorrow as we discuss the weekend's fixtures for the Premier League. Back to you, Charity.
In today's episode of Zim Talk, Liam talks to Zambian singer Ariel from his base in the Ukraine.
Last week on ATV News, we told you about Ariel, a Zambian singer who is to have his new video premiered on the BET channel in America. Now I'm pleased to say that Ariel joins us now to talk about the excitement at his growing fame. Thanks for joining us, Ariel. Now, BET, that's a big deal, right?
Yeah, it is. I'm very excited.
And where do you sort of see your career going? I mean, you've hit BET, that's a big channel in America. What's the next goal?
Yeah. The main objective is to hit the Grammys, So that's what I'm working towards at the moment.
And if we just ask you about Smile Again, what's the song about? What's the song about, and where did you get the inspiration for it?
The song was a personal love song to Jesus Christ. And in turn, it turns out to look like a love song because I express my love. I think that's the right way we should express our love for God, So that's where the inspiration comes from.
Yeah, and your religion plays quite a big part in your music, doesn't it?
Yeah, sure, it does. It does. I do contemporary gospel. So that's deep Christian songs and some love songs.
Okay, brilliant. Now, how long has this kind of music been a part of your life?
I think since my early stages, like since I was 8, I've grown up listening to a lot of soul, jazz, and blues. I come from a very highly musical home, and that's played a huge background. And I started singing in church since I was like 7 or 8. Yeah, so yeah.
And it must be an amazing feeling to now be getting recognized on a more international level for this music.
Yeah, sure it is. It's actually a privilege.
Could I just ask you, how did it come about that you're based in the Ukraine?
I'm here to study my master's. I'm doing my master's in economics. Yeah, so I'm here doing school, just finishing up. Got 8 months remaining now.
So that's a lot of different things going on. How do you balance your time?
I think I'm a good time manager. I know when I'm supposed to put in a lot in school and with the music as well. Yeah, but yeah, it's a lot of hard work, but it's worth it.
Now you say you're based in Ukraine doing your masters, but you've also achieved recognition for your work in the Ukraine, haven't you?
Yes, I have. I was actually nominated for some awards here in the Ukraine in my city, like the best artist. I was nominated for that just this year.
Wow.
And yeah, before that, I was nominated for 2 awards in the United States, Indie Music Channel Awards, Easy Listening category, and Best Contemporary Artist. Yeah, so it's been a brilliant year so far.
I was going to say, it must be hard to top this year, but you've got to. Do you feel you have to do even more next year to stay ahead?
Yeah, sure. Like every time I achieve something, I celebrate for the moment and I push on to the next goal.
Brilliant. Now, on our channel, most of our viewers are from Zimbabwe and Zambia and places like that. Do you want to go back there when you finish studying?
Yes, I will go back there eventually. I was there this summer. I went to promote my music and it went absolutely great, I managed to do a collaboration with one of the biggest artists in Zambia at the moment, Ebu Chungu, and yeah, I will eventually go back. I plan to tour Africa once the album is done.
And so you think there's quite a healthy music scene in those countries?
Yes, there is, and the direction that African music is taking on at the moment, we're getting more recognition beyond borders, beyond the African borders, so it's great.
That's brilliant. And finally, what can your fans expect next?
Next, I'll be doing a video for a song called Woman, so they should look out for it, and there's a big collaboration that's coming up with a very big artist from Africa, and I would like to talk about it when we get into advanced stages.
Okay, brilliant. Well, we're all a big fan of Smile Again in the studio, and we're going to play another clip for it now.
All right, thanks a lot.
Okay, thanks so much for joining us, Ariel. That was Ariel joining us from his base in the Ukraine. Look out for his new single, Smile Again, soon to be on the BET channel in America.
Those trying times, I was right beside you. Oh, those tears you cried, I never left your side. Oh, those rainy days, I never let you get so soaked. Never a single day that I'ma let you walk
picture of the day comes from Clady Banks. Clady is a keen musician who regularly contributes music to our channel. Send your pictures on our ATV Facebook page and you could be on the big screen tomorrow. Thanks for watching ATV News and have a pleasant evening.